Here's another very common example of multiple indirection. You'll often find that the main function of a C program declares the argument argv preceded by 2 stars. As you know, that means it's a pointer to, in this case, a char. The argc argument gives us the number or count of arguments, while the argv argument is initialized with any arguments passed at the command line. The first argument is the program name itself, and subsequent arguments are any strings entered after the program name. If you want to access the arguments, you can simply treat argv as an array and print out the strings in a simple loop, and that's what I've done here. But you could equally well iterate through the elements by moving the argv pointer, argv plus equals 1, then using the dereference operator, star argv, at each turn through the loop to access the current string. Now, let's try this out. I should say, first of all, that your IDE may let you enter program arguments in some dialog box somewhere. For example, here in CodeLight, I can click my project name and go to settings, and here in this dialog I can add program arguments. And that can be useful if you want to set breakpoints and step through your code using a debugger. However, command line arguments are probably best tested from the command line itself, and to do that you'll need to open a command prompt or system prompt or the terminal window and log into the directory where your program's been built. In this case I'm running Windows, and if I see what's in this directory, and here I can see that I've got the program executable command line args.exe. Obviously that will be different on different operating systems. Now let's execute this by entering the program name all on its own to run the program. And if I execute it without supplying any arguments, the executable name is received as the only argument at index 0. Let's go back to the code so you can compare the output with the code shown. But now if I add some arguments in addition to that one, separated by spaces, 1, 2, 3, and execute it again, now you can see the output here. So these arguments are received by the main procedure as an array that initializes the argv argument, and then my code passes them out into individual strings.